Good morning, children. So, today we are starting with a new chapter, that is provisions and reserves. So, first of all, let us discuss the meaning of provisions. So, according to the Companies Act, the term provision refers to any of the following amounts, that is, the amount written off or retained by way of providing for depreciation, renewals, or diminution in value of assets, or the amount retained by way of providing for any known liability of which the amount cannot be determined with substantial accuracy. So, in simple words, we can say that provision is the amount set aside for some known liability or some known diminution or decrease in asset which we know that it will happen in the future, and beforehand we are playing safe and we are keeping aside a certain amount of money, whether it may be a provision for depreciation, provision for renewals and repairs, or for provision for depreciation of assets or diminution in value of assets, or we are keeping aside provision for certain known liability, maybe for tax or etc. Now, the importance or purpose of provisions. So, the first importance is to ascertain the true net profits of business, because when we keep aside certain amount of money for the known liability that we know that it is going to happen in the future, therefore that means we are considering all our expenses and liabilities, and then only we can reflect the true profit. Then to provide for known losses in the future, that means we are playing safe and we are getting prepared for those losses which we know that it will happen in the future. And then to ascertain the true financial position of the business, because we are showing the correct value of asset and liabilities, and for the equitable distribution of expenses, because we are charging or we are preparing ourselves for the future expenses as well. So these are the importance or purpose of provisions. Then reserves. Reserve mean amount set aside out of profits and other surpluses to meet future uncertainties. A reserve is meant for meeting any unknown liability or loss in the future. Everybody saves certain amount of money, whether it be you, me, or your parents, or even the business tycoons. They save a part of their profits as a reserve, as a amount kept aside, which is for unknown uncertainties, which is for unknown purpose, which they are keeping safe, so that in future if it is required or if some mishappening happens which they don't know, so they are keeping their saving for that purpose, for unknown uncertainties, that is known as reserve. So there are various types of reserves. There are mainly two types of reserves, which is revenue reserve and capital reserve. So revenue reserve can further be divided into general reserve and specific reserve. So let us discuss these reserves. Revenue reserve. These reserves come into existence out of profits which have been earned in the course of day-to-day business operation. So revenue reserve means the reserve which is created out of revenue profit, out of those income and profit which have been generated by continuing with the business, day-to-day business activities. Therefore, the revenue reserves represent undistributed profit and as such are available for the distribution of dividends. That means for the return to be paid to the investors. There are two types of revenue reserves. The first one is general reserve. These are the reserves to which no specific purpose is allotted. Profits retained in the business to meet unforeseen future uncertainties are known as general reserve. These reserves are also known as contingency reserves or free reserves, because these are not created for any specific purpose and can be freely used for any purpose. So general reserve is the first type of revenue reserve. It is the amount kept aside for an unknown purpose and unknown uncertainty to which no purpose is attached, and therefore it is also known as contingency reserve or free reserve. The another type of revenue reserve is the specific reserve. Such a reserve is created for a specific purpose and can be utilized only for that purpose. For example, dividend equalization reserve, reserve for replacement of asset, investment fluctuation fund, workmen compensation fund or reserve, debenture redemption fund, etc. So specific reserves basically are those reserves or those amount kept aside to meet future unforeseen liability to which a certain purpose is attached, and these cannot be used for other purposes other than for which it is specified. For example, replacement of asset reserve. So if any amount is kept aside for replacement of asset, that means it can be used only and only if any asset is to be replaced. It cannot be used for paying off dividend or any other purpose. In the similar manner, workmen compensation reserve can be utilized only and only to pay the compensation to the employees or workmen and not for any other purpose. Then the another main type of reserve is the capital reserve. This is just the opposite of revenue reserve. Capital reserve is basically the reserve which is made out of capital profit. So in addition to the normal profits, capital profits are also earned in the business from many sources. Basically, these are the profits which are not related to the day-to-day business activities. These are the by chance profits. The reserves created out of such capital profits, such as profits on the sale of fixed assets, etc., are known as capital reserve. Because fixed assets, as we have already discussed in the previous terminology chapter, that these assets are purchased for the purpose of using it in the production and not for resale. So if any fixed assets or any fixed asset or machinery or plant, anything, if it turns obsolete or it becomes rotten or useless, then in that case that can be sold off second hand, and whatever profit is generated from that sale of fixed asset is considered as a capital profit, and that amount of capital profit which is kept as a reserve will be considered as capital reserve. Now the purpose of importance, or we can say importance of reserve, is first of all it is helpful in meeting the unforeseen liability or loss. That means we are beforehand, we are very much prepared for the unforeseen liability which might occur. We are preparing, we have the saving which we can utilize to meet the unforeseen losses. Then it is helpful in strengthening the financial position of the business, because if you have savings, if you have undistributed profits, reserves, then you can utilize it, and it will obviously, it will increase your credibility, it will make your financial position stronger. Then thirdly, equalization of dividends over the years. Suppose if sometimes we fail to provide dividends, we are not having that much profit, then we can use the general reserves, etc. Then to provide funds for meeting a specific liability. For example, if we have created specific reserve, that year can be utilized to pay off the specific liability if it occurs in the future. For example, workmen compensation reserve, etc. And then there is another type of reserve, that is secret reserve, which is not very specifically and clearly shown in the books of accounts. These are created either by overvaluing the assets or etc. A secret reserve is one which is not disclosed by the balance sheet. These reserves are created by showing profit at a figure much lower than actual, and by showing the assets at a lower figure and liabilities at a higher figure. Because when you are showing the liabilities at higher values, that means you are showing that you have the responsibilities more than your property. So actually, which is not the case. So the remaining difference can be your secret reserve, or you can show the value of assets at lower value, whereas the value of asset is more. So that increased value which you are not showing, which you are hiding, will be a part of secret reserve. So these were the meaning and examples of different reserves and provision. Now this is difference between provisions and reserves. So the first difference is on the basis of meaning. Provision is created to meet a known liability for which you know that it will happen in future. For example, depreciation, renewal of asset, etc. And reserve is created to meet an unknown liability which you are not certain whether it will happen or not. Then object or objective. The object of provision or the objective of provision is to provide for depreciation, doubtful debts and other specific liabilities. That is to be prepared for such further losses or liabilities, for example depreciation, doubtful debts, etc. And reserves, the objective of reserves is to strengthen the financial position of the business. That means to make the business stronger in terms of finances. And the third basis of difference is utilization for other purposes. So provisions created to provide for a specific loss and hence can only be used for meeting that loss. That means since we create provision for a known liability, therefore there is a restriction that we can use it only and only for the purpose for which it is created. For example, provision for depreciation can be used only for providing depreciation. Provision for taxation can be utilized only for providing taxes and not for any other purpose. But when it comes to reserves, reserves is not created to provide for a specific loss, especially general reserve, and hence can be used for any purpose. So when we talk about specially general reserve and secret reserve, etc., to which no specific purpose is attached, so these can be utilized for any uncertain future losses since there is no purpose attached. So these were the differences between provisions and reserves. This is the assignment based on this chapter. You have to answer the following questions in your register. Question number 1, you have to give meaning and examples each of provisions. So provisions means an amount which is kept aside for a known liability. For example, provision for depreciation, provision for renewal of asset, provision for taxation, etc. Then reserve is the amount set aside for future unknown or unseen liability or uncertainty. For example, workmen compensation reserve, dividend equalization reserve, etc. Then revenue reserve. Revenue reserves are created out of revenue profits that are generated through the day-to-day business activities. For example, general reserve and specific reserve. Then capital reserves are created out of capital profits for meeting future unseen or unknown losses or liabilities. For example, from the capital profit out of sale of fixed assets, etc. Then general reserves are the amount kept aside out of revenue profits for meeting future uncertainties to which no specific purpose is attached and therefore it can be utilized for any purpose. And then specific purpose is created out of such revenue profits which has a purpose attached to it and can be utilized only for that particular specified purpose and no other purpose. For example, workmen compensation fund, reserve or fund, investment fluctuation fund or reserve, dividend equalization reserve, etc. And then the secret reserve. Secret reserve is the reserve created which is not specifically shown in the balance sheet. Rather, it is created by undervaluing the assets or overvaluing the liabilities, etc. Then question number 2, you have to state any two importance each of provisions and reserves. So the two importance of provision can be, first of all, it shows the true profit of the business, and secondly, it shows the better financial position of the business. Then two importance of reserve. The first importance of reserve can be, it helps the firm or a business to be prepared for future uncertainties, and secondly, it increases or it improves the financial position of a business. Then third question, you have to state any two differences between provisions and reserves. So we have discussed three differences. You can write any one, any two basically. So first you can differentiate on the basis of the meaning, that provision is the amount set aside for meeting a known liability in the future, whereas reserve is the amount set aside for meeting unknown liability in the future. Then you can differentiate on the basis whether it can be used for any other purpose or not. So provisions cannot be used for any other purpose other than for which it is created, whereas reserves like general reserve, secret reserves can be used for any other purpose since no purpose is attached to it. Then also you can differentiate on the basis of the objective, that objective of creating provision is to be prepared for future known losses with reasonable accuracy, whereas the objective of creating reserve is to be prepared for future uncertainties, unknown liabilities. So these are the questions which you have to do in your registers, children. Go through the video once again, revise it, Do the learning part and also complete all the written work in your register. Thank you, children.